Okay, welcome. Welcome to my birthday. And I've never done this before. And usually, if I have a party, well, that's not true. I've planned a few of my parties in the past, but but typically, I've never invited people to an experience like this with me and for my birthday. So thank you for being here and for adding this. Yeah, I'm already feeling it. So anyway, I feel the love that you are sending to me. And if you're watching this on playback and you're not on live, I feel your love as well. Because one of the things I know is that our souls don't live in time. So our soul is eternal, and our soul isn't really connected to our linear mind. Which, while I'm discussing this, I'll set some parameters or some foundations of what's going to happen during this time, and and that kind of gives people a little bit more time to join. But the parameters or the foundational pieces that I want to kind of put down before we get started on the actual exercise. Okay, hang on. I got to do this. Is that where this came from for me, where my awarenesses and truths have, where I've discovered them in the process of writing the book that I did a couple years ago about our fear brain that led me to the understanding I have of our identity that's steeped and our mind that is steeped and create and evolved, not created, but the wirings and firings of our thoughts and emotions are steeped in fear. It's our survival brain. That's how it happened. There's no other. You're not at fault. You didn't know. This was the world you were born into. And you were probably absolutely raised in an environment of people's fear brains as well and fear wiring. That's how it is. So, what I've discovered in when I wrote the book, that's kind of the premise that I laid out, showing that it wasn't your fault, where it comes from. But I didn't really give a lot of um, answers. The questions I've gotten over the years is, well, okay, thank you, Kim, for letting me know. Now that's why I feel angry or, you know, insignificant or not good enough or whatever. But what do I do about it? And I didn't really have a plan, a formula, so to speak. I had it happen to me in a supernatural way where I call it my love epiphany in my book, where wasn't even expecting it, didn't really, manipulate any factors. And I just call it the grace of the divine that actually flowed into me in a way that never had it happen ever in my life prior. So that has, in the last year and a half since the book, I've been really exploring ways to help people either have their own divine epiphany kind of experience or position ourselves with our thought and emotion to wire and fire to not a new truth, but a new awareness of the truth that's always been there. So that's what this exercise, that's what this is, what I'm doing in my life right now as much as I can. And what my birthday wish is for everyone to be aware. Number one, don't listen necessarily from agree, disagree. That's your normal brain wiring too, and you discard anything you don't agree with. But transformation and ahas and deep spiritual shifts come in areas where we didn't even know we didn't know. So if you can watch the thoughts that come to you during this exercise, but move to observer of the thought and notice it without aligning necessarily with it. And I'm going to kind of talk about that during the exercise. So thank you for being on. And I'm going to get started now. Yeah, good. We're in, and whoever's on is on, and it's good. So, okay, thank you, Leah. Okay. I'm going to share my screen and bring these other foundational things up into hopefully I don't know. Can you see? I don't know what you see. I thought I said share my, hang on, I'm going to stop the share just in case it's a mess, but I think it's going to share the 4 pillars. Can someone just put, or someone that has my cell number, Jen, can you text me and just make sure that it's the 4 pillars that's up? Okay, good. Thank you. Not everybody text me. I got the answer. It is yes. Okay. So these are the foundational pillars I use in my life, and I help people just kind of, to the degree they're ready to hear them and embed them deeper. This is the truth that I want to align with, that I feel is the true soul truth of us, who we are at the soul level. My true self is created from and is a piece of the divine, God, infinite intelligence, pure love. I am perfect. And in this meaning of perfect, a lot of that snags a lot of people, but the scripture says, be perfect as I, meaning God, am perfect. That word perfect isn't without flaw, it means complete or whole. So I want to bring that up to your attention. I am whole, worthy, inherently valuable as I am. I am not becoming, I am discovering and aligning. I am. Everything in life happens for my highest and best. There are no accidents. Life happens for me, not to me. Now is all there is. There is no then or there, yesterday or tomorrow, before or after. There is only now. And authentic gratitude is the doorway to accessing it. Relaxing and allowing. This openness brings the flow of inspired ideas and actions. This aligns me with my true self. So, as you just settle in where you are right now, send a deep sigh of appreciation to yourself for this time that you are taking to be completely present. Be gentle with it. Be gentle with thoughts that come. As an observer of the thought, let them float by, bringing your awareness and your attention just back to the present now. And one of the biggest tools we have to help us stay in the now is our breath. It's a tool that actually helps us calm down that survival brain, the fear-based part of our brain. So as you're sitting, just relax in wherever you are. Find the deepest belly breath that you can find. Inhale with me deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding it. And exhaling it slowly all the way out as you relax even more. Noticing any tension as it relaxes down in your shoulders, getting the old air out all the way. And almost like you're blowing up your belly like it's a balloon, blow air into that, bring air into the deepest part of your belly. Ready? Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding it. Your body actually will relax when you go to your deep breath. It calms down the survival fear brain. And exhaling slowly. Noticing any tension that might be in your jaw, your forehead, even your eyelids. Just notice everything getting heavier as you sit, even already feeling more peaceful. Another deep breath in. As you blow that belly and that air comes up from the deep place, bring your awareness also to the heart area of your physical body. This is the place of the true self. If you were to point to where your soul is, This would be where innately you would feel the true you resides, is in this area of your body, your spiritual heart. And as you exhale out, relaxing even more, noticing the heart area expanding as you bring your awareness, warming. In fact, on the next inhale and your next exhales, as you move to just breathing on your own, imagine that your heart is actually breathing. Imagine that there is actually a light. Put a light, a sun, using your inner senses. Put a sun in your heart and feel the warmth of that sun as it radiates through your entire body. Relaxing, noticing any thoughts that may come and just letting them float right by as an observer and coming back to the breath. And as we look at pillar one, you don't have to look at it. I will just keep your eyes closed if you can and stay in this exercise where we are rewiring to the truth that's always been there, to a new truth that your identity hasn't been aligned with, because we aren't becoming. This is a process of discovering and then aligning, continually aligning with this truth. So as you're breathing, breathe in the truth of I am worthy. Let that heart radiate that truth to the rest of you. Emotionally, I am loved unconditionally as I am. I am enough. I am complete. And as those words reverberate inside you, combining with the imagery of the heart and the true self, a sense of peace will manifest, because it's the only truth there is love, and you are created from and are a piece of the love and the energy of perfection and divine infinite intelligence that's created the worlds and the universes, but has its you in its arms, and you are loved as an individual. Breathing into that. And as we move to pillar two, everything in life happens for my highest and best. There are no accidents. Life happens for me, not to me. And in this day, this can be a little hard. I understand. But aligning with this truth that all things work together, all things work together for our good and best and highest. And being with that thought, breathing that truth, noticing maybe any resistant thoughts that come, letting them go. All things, yes, bring to mind, actually let emerge in your mind one of the biggest problems or issues or what you would consider a bad thing, bring that to your mind's eye right now. Notice which one comes into your mind first. And using your inner senses, bring that specific issue from your mind. In fact, you can even use your hands. Bring it out of your mind and put it into your hands and hold it. The specific thing that comes to your mind first of what is, quote, wrong, end quote, or what you would call bad or hard. Bring it out to your hands and look at it. And envision it as a rock, like a really heavy rock. It's hard and cold. That's how it feels inside of you. And this is how it represents in your hand. And as you're holding that rock, ask your true self, ask yourself, where else have I had this experience where something was really hard, really heavy, what I considered bad in the moment, at the time in my life? And how do I view that experience now? Where did that experience lead me? What is my ultimate outcome from that experience? And that's what this is. This is the current rock form of what seems to be bad or hard. And in your mind's eye, breathing into and sending gratitude for that rock that you see right now. And watch the rock just crumble in your hand, leaving a chunk of pure gold. Feeling that shift from calling it bad to finding the treasure that it encapsulates that's there for you. And noticing the gold that's in your hand, feeling it, noticing how beautiful, how perfect, and aligning with the truth that this is what this experience in your life today will lead to. Bringing that gold from your hand and putting it directly into your heart, either with your mind's eye or your actual physical hands. Put it into your heart with gratitude, a deep sense of gratitude for what you just don't see yet, but is there. Thank you. Thank you. Now is all there is. There is no then or there, yesterday or tomorrow, before or after. There is only now, and authentic gratitude is the doorway to accessing it. That exercise hopefully helped you find authentic gratitude. If we move to observer of our thoughts, the majority of our thoughts are around the past, mistakes we've made, shame, guilt. And today, thoughts are largely around the unknown of the future and what we're hearing about happening everywhere else. True peace, pure love, God, is only found in the now. Now. Oh, no, now. Oh, there's another now. There is nothing in reality, in the past or in the future. And finding authentic gratitude for your now, right now. Thank you. I am grateful. I am open to hear things differently. I am willing to look for gratitude and for the gold, even if that's all you can be authentically grateful for. Start there and stay in gratitude in the current moment, every moment. Breathing also helps because breathing only happens now. When you bring your awareness to your breath, that helps you rewire and refire to the truth of the perfection of now. If your now is experiencing any discomfort physically, emotionally, spiritually, if that's a now reality for you, meet that even with gratitude. Relax into it, rest into it, breathe into it. The fear of whatever's happening is much greater and causing much more harm than just what is now. Relaxing and allowing. This openness brings the flow of inspired ideas and actions. This aligns me with my true self. Coming back to the you that is the true you, the soul, that is not your body. The soul is where what has been calling, what has been working underneath, where you maybe aren't even aware, for your highest and best. Imagining that light that you put in your heart, that is you. That is the you. Imagining that light permeating out, not just through all parts of you, up into your head, down into your toes. The soul is the you that is just being housed in this body that will die someday. But aligning with the true you that will live and has lived and will live eternally. This body is a blip on the screen of eternity. And you are created from and are a piece of and connected to the love energy, the love that is all the truth there is. There is nothing that was made that was not made through love. And the only thing that we feel is the absence of it when we aren't aligned. But permeating the light all through you, inside, using your inner senses, feeling the warmth of it. But also imagine the cloud of witnesses that Hebrews talks about, the billions and billions of other souls and spirits that are eternal, that are in our soul vicinity. Imagine you are in the middle of love entities surrounding you, If it's better for you to think of just one entity called God, do that. Do whatever you can resonate with that lets you feel enveloped with this pure love, pure light, pure warmth. But the cloud of witnesses that are around us and that we are actually a part of ourselves, we are witnesses of our own divinity. We are witnesses and will continue to be in the cloud of witnesses. But in your mind's eye right now, taking the heaviest thing that you are experiencing in your life and putting it on, and it could be more things than just one. There could just be an overwhelm of heaviness in your current reality. And imagining yourself wearing it like a coat or like chains around you that just weigh you down. But the heart light that shines and is connected to the cloud of witnesses that is surrounding you, or God that is surrounding you. And actually taking off the weights, taking off the coat, and allowing and relaxing and trusting. This weight represents the control that you are wired from faulty wiring, that you needed to control everything, that it's in your control, that it's up to you, that you've got to figure it out, you've got to take care of everyone. That feeling is suffocating. And the cloud of witnesses and the pure love that you are surrounded with right now is there and says, here, let me take it. Because there are no accidents. You're not in control. We got it. In your mind's eye, envision this cloud of witnesses or God absolutely just spreading out to the hosts of heaven through your home where you are right now, through your neighborhood, through your city, and the whole sky, all the way up to galaxies without end are surrounding you right now and encase you. In fact, they've taken you up to show you. We've created more than you can even ask or think. It can't even enter into your imagination how much you are protected and taken care of. This is no accident. This is everything is well. All is well. It's all the plan. It's all the gold that you don't see yet. And aligning with this visual of you completely enveloped in the energy and love that has created untold worlds, not just Earth. This is what's happening on Earth, is part of the gold that we will see when we shift and align with our true self and we trust. And we continue to allow, using the present moment to keep us in the now for gratitude, with gratitude. And aligning with the true self that we are at the soul level. I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper, for hope and a bright future. That is our inheritance. That is in our DNA. That is who we really are. Letting go of fear of what could happen to our loved ones, giving that up just now. Give that up to the hosts, to the energy of love, to God. Give that up and continue to give it up in the now when you feel it. Observe it and, oh, thank you. Thank you for showing me that I was holding on. Thank you for showing me where I wasn't aligned right now, and I'm choosing to align without judgment, awareness without judgment. That is pure love. anytime you have any wonky energy of, oh, because we all will, it's an indicator light for you. It's the still small voice that says, hello, hello, I got it. I got it. No matter what that rock looks like, I got it. It's all in the plan. There are no accidents. This is happening for you. Trust. Trust. So as you keep these thoughts with you, if you, whatever sticks, whatever is the ones that really resonated for you, that's your true self emerging. That's the, we never really learn anything. We just remember something that's always been there. And you will remember what it is for you to remember right now, in the now. And as often I invite you to experience these emotional, spiritual, soul alignments as often as you can, because it will make a huge difference as your light continues to shine in your world. You are here for a purpose in this plan. You are not an accident. And there's a part we each play in our worlds to help align the planet with who everyone is at their core. And we are all connected. We are a body. When you hurt, I feel it. And I send you love. I don't send you fear. Sending fear for the fear is just compounding fear. When you feel fear, love the part of you that wasn't aligned and love it and bring it back to the truthfulness of who you really are and the 4 pillars that maybe has helped you today. Thank you for sharing this and allowing me to share it with you. It means a lot. So thank you, namaste, which means the divine in me bows to the divine in you. Thank you for being here.